Okay. Right, morning to you, Jerry, Lian, Leo. All right, morning to all of you. Okay, all right, do give me a like button right now. Just comment the like button there so that we can get more people, give us a nice rating. Now, again, once again, good morning to all of you. Okay, now today, seriously, it's all right. I can guarantee you this. I really didn't want to do this MAO, but it's because of the US market dropping in such manner. And of course, the NASDAQ almost hitting my technical point. So I decided to have this MAO once again. So then I can guarantee you this, no matter what happened tonight, I won't do my MAO tomorrow because I really need a break. So sorry. I'm pretty exhausted, right? So that's why I really need a break. Maybe I'll do it on Friday. So take note of that. So tomorrow, no matter how, market crash, market shoot up, tomorrow there will be no MAO. Okay? All right. Okay. All right, once again, good morning to all of you. Let's start the MAO right now. Now, MAO is something that I enjoy. I like it very much, but of course, it has to be also dependent on my personal health. Yeah, if my health is a concern, of course, I would not want to do that. Okay, guys, good morning to you. All right, today is the 27th of April. We are just 1 day away from the D-Day. Yes, I know I did say 28th April is the D-Day. Then why do I have MAO, right? Because I already tell you what happened on 28th of April. So the main thing is that it's 29th of April, and then that's where the aftermath that are more important. So in case you don't remember what is about the 28th of April, right? I'll cover back that very shortly. Yeah. Okay. All right. Just give me a moment. Let me just take a quick picture of this right now. Okay. So like I say, once again, today is the 27th April, Wednesday. All right. Pain continues. Told you S&P is heading towards the 4096 level. Now, yesterday during the MAO, when I was telling people that the S&P could be going down to 4096, right? Some people are just laughing their way out. I said that it's impossible. I said that it's not impossible or possible. It's just a mathematical probability. So that is whereby, because of that, itself, right? Okay, I tell my friends and you guys that, right, if you were to look at the chart, and should the market do pull back later, then watch out, the market may be going there. So the word may be, but I didn't say that it will be or guarantee or sure. All these things are not possible to predict or forecast. But because our system gives us those numbers, so that's why it was much easier for us to actually just show it to you. Okay, so this is what is happening right now. Okay, so today we have something to share with you what's happening in Russia and Ukraine, definitely for sure. Then we also have this current situation over at Russia's side. Seemingly, they really want to get this done over it. And of course, we have news coming out from Microsoft and Google. One was good, one was bad. And I think my forecast back then was quite correct. I said that Microsoft earnings will be better and Google not so good, right? So it's pretty spot on for that. Now, Netflix, oh my God, literally came down to the target level. I said that Netflix will come down to the level of $200. Yesterday really came down to 200. So some of us actually made a very good profit from it. So congratulations for those who have done that. Okay. So just give me a short moment and let me just, okay. All right. So with that, let's start this MAO right now. So disclaimer apply as usual, my friends. My job is to make sure that to see the market for you. Your job is to do your own risk assessment. Okay. This is very, very important. Yeah. Okay. Wait, there's someone text me. Wait a moment. Okay. All right. So once again, make sure you do your risk management. It's going to be very important, especially for today and tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, this is the joke of the day. This is your captain, Jim Cramer. Clear skies ahead. Sit back and enjoy the ride. So what do you see once again? Apparently, it's all right. Jim Cramer again, spot on. Yeah. Look at it. He's flying the CNBC plane. Despite the thunderstorm in front of him, despite you can see there is heavy rain, But Jim Cramer managed to see things differently in a way. So why are we rubbing this? Because you can remember this just not too far ago. Jim Cramer was very bullish with the market, right? Jim Cramer was very bullish in the market. In fact, on the 25th of March, Jim Cramer says, okay, the bear market is over. All right, time to buy and blah, 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 blah. All right. Now, I mean, to be honest, he wasn't very wrong. Okay, he was just like not there. Let me just show the chart to be fair to him. Yeah, let me just take a look at the chart right now. Okay, so let's look at S&P 500. Okay. Okay, so let's see the S&P chart. Okay, so this, okay, to be fair to him, right? Okay, we take a look. Okay, so Jim Cramer gave a call on 25th of March. 25th of March was somewhere around here. Okay, can you see that? So on the 25th of March, right, when he calls for it, right, the S&P was trading at 45.24. And the next 3 days, the S&P did actually goes higher to 46.26. So actually, he was right by 75 points. So he wasn't very wrong. But at that point itself, after that, that was where the market really came down. The market really came down all the way. Okay, let me just put my annotation up. Okay, so from here itself, this is where he called for buy, right? And the market went out 3 days, so he wasn't wrong. Then after that, within 2 days, the market gave back everything, and after that, we saw this happening as of yesterday. Okay, you see it now. So of course now, because of that, everybody is really rubbing it very hard on him. Okay, all right. So of course for us, right, because we also been calling for sell in a way, so we are rubbing it a little bit too. All right. So remember, he said that on January the 3rd, he said buy Netflix. Okay, buy Netflix on the January the 3rd. So let's look at Netflix again. So Netflix now, let's take a look at Netflix. Okay, Netflix. So 3rd of January. Now 3rd of January, where was Netflix? Let's take a look. Okay, it's too far away. Okay, so 3rd of January was here, my friends. 3rd of January, oh my God. 3rd of January, Netflix was here. At what price? Look at it. The price was $597 US. Okay, on the 3rd of Jan, he calls for buy at $597. Today itself, as you can see, as of today, Netflix shares is trading at 198. Okay, all right, not the end yet, not the end yet. There's some more to go. Then of course, he said that on the about 12 days ago, he said that it's time to buy into Meta, which is Facebook. Yeah, 12 days ago. So let's take a look again on Facebook. Meta. Okay, 12 days ago. So we do a calculation back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 12 days ago, Meta was trading at 222. Today, Meta is trading at 180. So basically, it's all right. Jim Cramer, not so fantastic, yeah, recently. Can never be correct. CNBC. Okay, anyway, my point is this. That's the reason why it doesn't mean that, right? Not really. It's very difficult to predict and forecast. Okay, and seriously, for his position, we don't know whether he say whenever he say something, it's already it comes from his own field, his own analysis, or he has to do something because he's being paid to do something. We don't know, right? All these things is very difficult to say. So I'm not trying to mock him, but just to tell you that, right? Sometimes in life, you just have to do your own homework. Even for today's MAO example. Whatever I share, you just have to do your own positioning, your own research, and then you just contrast. If my analysis and yours is the same, then maybe we have a bit of chance to make it together. But if I say mine and yours is different, then follow yours and just take mine as a reminder. That's all you need to do. Okay, got it? So Jim Cramer last few months have been calling for buy in Disney, right? So when he called for buy in Disney, that was back here itself. When the Disney was $187. Now Disney, as of closing yesterday, was $114. Oh my goodness! So it's down by almost by what 40%. So you can see that he keep on advocating buy Disney. It's good to buy more. It's a good franchise. Fallen too behind. You know, buy on dip. You know, all these things. But you can see Disney share ever since he's been calling the counter get only one particular direction, and that's down. So what do we learn from here? Trend is very important, guys. Trend is very important, yeah? Okay, so anyway, just a humor to humor us here and there. Move on, yeah? Okay, so I think that this is where it rubs even deeper by Steve Henrich. Investing was so much easier when there was stimulus checks and the $120 billion in monthly QE running through the system. So he's trying to say is this, indeed, when Uncle Sam was pumping $120 billion every month to the system, is that right? You can just buy and hold, you won't be wrong. Even the market is like at a very bad state, right? You buy, you still make money in the next 5 days, right? But recently, it doesn't seem to behave like that. It's like the more you buy, the more you lose. So this is something that people don't understand. I've been saying this for quite a while since last 2 months ago. I've been telling you this. The moment Uncle Sam pulled the plug and hold and jammed the brake, right? The stock market will just come down very fast. And I already tell you this. Do you agree and do you remember? So if you remember that I said this, I said, right, pull the handbrake. Remember, I once said that, right, if the Federal Reserve pull the handbrake, the stock market will fall fast. If you remember that, it's right, keyword REM. That means that you remember that I actually said this, right? Let me know if you actually remember that. I've been saying this since early this year, January. I keep on reminding you, I show you loads of charts to tell you that, right, the stock market and the amount of money that the Federal Reserve put in, it moved in accordance together, like, you know, like super glue. So of course, if one of the element is not there, right, no longer there, then of course the stock market will fall. This is very simple. It doesn't need to be a genius to know this. And I know that some people didn't agree with me. It doesn't matter. But now, today, it has proven it itself. That's more important. Is the link sent to the 24th one? Okay. Okay. All right. So this is how it is. And we haven't started yet, FYI. The thing is that Federal Reserve will only really start the QT next month. I repeat, QT will only start next month. So which means that, right, the moment the QT, if you see the amount of money just start to dip, right, the stock market will feel it even deeper. So that's my reason why I kind of informing my own students, say that, right, if they want to buy on dip, I mean, a quick buy is fine. But if you want to buy to keep long term, it's not now. In fact, it is really not now, yeah? Okay, so yesterday, right, when I was doing this, I was showing you how do I do my so-called little forecasting. And I say that very important yesterday. I said that if the NASDAQ is to break below 13,570, I remember I said that, right? Likelihood it will go down to potentially this figure, 12,800 level. Now, by saying that itself, I was looking at approximately a 700 points pullback. Yeah, a 700 points pullback. So that when I came out with this statement about 12,800, right, a lot of people couldn't believe it, and some of them did text me and say, "Kel, you are just too crazy on the forecast." But when you look at the chart yesterday, oh my goodness, look at it. When we were having our this MAO, the market was around here. Okay, now look at how the NASDAQ cascaded downwards all the way, and really, it really came down to the low of 12,808. Oh my goodness, this is how incredible is this. My forecast and the low of the day is only 8 points different. That means it was a 700 over points range, and I actually spotted it. Oh my God, seriously. So guys, if you remember that I actually had a call on this, and I said that the NASDAQ will go down to 12,800, right? Can you key the word NASDAQ spot on for me, Ken? All right, because this is really credible, right? I said this live yesterday. The NASDAQ was trading at 13,570, and I gave a figure 12,800. I said that if it doesn't go up, it will definitely come down, and it really, really came down. And I'm only at 8 points away from the exact level. Oh, crazy. Now, of course, some people make money. I got students making between 3,000 to 5,000 US dollars yesterday. Quite a few of them. So they are very happy. And in fact, one student in particular made me very happy because he made more than that. So he made 5 figures profit. Yeah, let me just show it to you now. So remember during one of the segment, I was asked about Netflix, right? And you asked me how low will Netflix be going? So Netflix was trading at 209 as closing on yesterday's market. So I said that, right, I strongly believe Netflix will come down to 200. Netflix will come down to 200, okay? And then what happened? Truth be told, Netflix really came down to 198. So Netflix really came down all the way to 198 level. So once again, proven that this is how we forecast and we get it correct. And of course, for students who follow through, all right, this particular student followed what I shared with him. He shorted the market before the gap down. He shorted about 338 US dollars. And because he shorted about 200 shares, my goodness, look at the profit. The profit itself is 24,877 US dollar. My goodness, this is incredible. And he really put the TP level at 200. As you can see, the green color bar there itself to denote that this was done based on a limit order. And this student, we won't review his name, has made 24,000 US dollars. So how many days it took him, right? Let's take a look. So this is where he shorted day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. Wow, 6 days. 6 days won, right? 24,000 USD. Oh my goodness. You see that? Now you understand why so many people now are actually coming and joining us in the TWB family, because they really realize that, right? We provided different things. We don't only get one call, we call for buy or call for sell, we have buy, we have sell. We can use the same technique across many different areas. And students, as long as they understand how to utilize it properly, they can make this type of incredible profit. So well done, well done. If you remember that itself, right? Okay, that I gave a good call on the Netflix, right? Thank you very much. Thank you for all those who put that on for me. Yep. Okay. All right. So the thing is, remember this coming Saturday. All right. Remember this. This is getting crazy because now as the Dow is coming down, right? This forecast from me seemingly getting nearer and nearer, undeniable, right? Now this forecast is saying that the Dow Jones could be heading towards 31,411. Now, the date that I say is July 2022. That means that from now till July, the likelihood is 31,411. Now, don't forget, when the first time this poster was out, right, the Dow Jones was trading at 34,500. Today, the Dow Jones is trading 33,500. So already 1,000 point has already moved away from us. 1,000 point. So would it be going there? And how can we profit from there itself? And what to do? So all these will be shared to you during the session. Now, during the session, I will not only talk about the reason, I will tell you the index, why it could be going there, and I will tell you this, if the index really goes there itself, then what will happen to the stocks? So it's going to be a 2.5 hours of very powerful sharing interaction between us. And it's really meant because I just want you to look at it from another perspective, and hopefully you can make some money out of that, okay? All right, now this is only meant for new and current TWB students. So I'll give you a very simple way on this. Okay, you think about this for a while. To join my TWB system, the basic, it only costs you $388, right? The current price now for the Dow Jones now is 33,500. So we are about nearly 2,000 points away from this particular price. So if let's say you join TWB family for $388, all right, and if the Nasdaq or the Dow Jones go down to this figure, you do a single contract, you gain at least 2,000 US dollar. So 2,000 US dollar is about 2,500 Sing. So you take $388 to join in and get all the education, sharing, and market updates for at least 2 months. And then after that, if let's say the Dow Jones really go there, so you make double. Now, if let's say my call didn't come out well and it went up instead, well, still your only investment is only 388 Singapore dollars. It's very cheap, right? So to me, it's a very worthy deal to, in fact, quickly sign up now, pay the 388, and then get the chance to watch this live in person. Now, there'll be no replay for public members, but I may do it for students, depending on how the whole thing runs. So at the moment now, it's a Zoom session, it's live, and the one condition is this webcam must be switched on. So if you don't switch on webcam, we don't know whether you're a student, we just remove you away because we don't want people to have freeloaders here. So we can be very upfront with you. People we don't recognize, we just immediately switch you off. Okay, so remember this, only student can participate. Yeah, okay. All right, how to join us? Very simple, just contact us through Facebook, we will be there. Okay, so yesterday we have the durable call. Okay, the durable goods order is better than expected, so I was wrong. Okay, on the face. Okay, consumer confidence, at least I got it correct. It went down, so not so good. New home sales slightly lower, so nothing to be upset about. But today we will have the pending home sales. Yes, I do believe that it will be still a negative sign. Okay. Crude oil inventories, right? I believe that this number will drop maybe to 1 mil. Okay. All right, and then for Thursday, this GDP number, I don't think it'll be any higher. I think 0.8%. Initial jobless claim, I expect it to go higher. Okay, this is my own forecast. We'll see how it goes today and tomorrow. Okay. So the Dow Jones, the moment it started trading, the moment it opened only, right, the Dow Jones just keep on coming down. Every time it hit so-called moving averages itself, right, the Dow just keep on coming down. So from the beginning until the end, the Dow Jones lost 810 points. Oh my goodness. All right, so again, this speaks volume about our forecast methodology, yeah? Okay, so what leads to the selling? Okay, wait, there's a error, hold on. Okay, so the Nasdaq loses nearly 4%. Oh my God, hit the fresh low for 2022. Okay, so basically, investors dump equities on fear of economic slowdown. Okay, so yesterday no slowdown, today slowdown. You see, that's how the boys play the game. And Nasdaq continue to trade lower because of the concern of the interest rate factor. And of course, we have Netflix doing pretty badly. So people are all waiting how Twitter will perform. And I suspect that it may go pretty bad, okay? So now the thing is that the risk ratio now is no longer into the big cap. And that is where the market is going into the value stock. Now, I want to remind you one thing here, everybody, yeah? The reason why the Dow Jones now is still not able to go down yet is because the market is focusing on this value counter. But when the markets have to come down together, right, every sector, every counter will be hit. Like yesterday, right, all 30 component stocks were down at the same time. So what I'm trying to say is that it's just a matter of time. The moment the market realizes that, right, the economy is not moving as well as it's supposed to be, the value stock will be hit. And the problem is this, the last 5-6 years when the market is up, it's because of technology share that's pushing the market up itself. So now if the main reason is not there anymore, right, it's very difficult to expect the value counters to be able to perform. So this is something that you must take note, even though you may be happy that your business is now value investment type or those asset type, right, you will be hit later on. Okay, so Netflix continue to go down lower, that's for sure, because I told you already, earnings is bad. All right. And of course, now with Bill Ackman building out, luckily he built out a good trader. Imagine he didn't build out, his losses will be more than his losses will be at least $700 million if he didn't stop loss. So he saved himself almost 300 million for this round. Okay. And of course, the current situation in Ukraine and Russia also being a problem now. Now, the thing is this, there is a potential threat of nuclear. That is the one that people are getting worried. Okay, I'll talk about this shortly. Yeah. So Tesla, although they have a factory in Shanghai, but we all know that now China have a problem, and Shanghai obviously is a closed city right now. So this has dampened the stock further. And on top of that, right, there are some rumors saying that, right, Elon Musk, his gearing or his financing is not true. And yesterday, Tesla came down quite a fair bit. So which means that if Tesla shares do come down too much, it may cause a margin call for him on Twitter because he's pledging, it's a refinancing. So he actually put his share as a collateral, Tesla, yeah? So investor got worried. He's scared that, right, this particular move may actually dampen the entire Tesla performance. That's why investors yesterday also, because of that, decided to jump in to sell instead. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why they say Tesla share came down quite a fair bit, down by 12.2%. That's a lot. Okay, then because Tesla came down, right, so all the chip makers got hit. So we have Nvidia, AMD, all came down. All right. Now the surprising part is this: at the same time, the treasury yields also came out to 2.8%. Hey, that's interesting, right? Because the reason why the market is coming down because the treasury yield was going up. But yesterday, despite the yield pullback, right, to 2.8%, across the board itself, everybody sells. So again, that's the reason why it's not a an academic thing whereby, oh, yield goes down, stock goes up, or stock goes down because yield goes up, down. It's not like that, you see. A lot of people misunderstand it. They thought that by studying, you will be able to excel well in financial market. I mean, seriously, look through the top 10 richest men on earth. You will notice that most of them didn't really have that of academic background. So really, seriously, you must really look at the market just from a different angle. So let's just do a bit recap of what happened to the TWB system with the market. So very clear, the market when it opened itself right around here, it was okay. It was above pivot 1. So by right above OP, above pivot 1 is a buy. But once the market loses the MLP, which is 33,932, we know that that's it. That's all. So the next number after 33,932, you notice that there are no more numbers except this number here at pivot 1. So what happened? The market nosedive from the MLP all the way down to the next number, which is that 33,406. That itself is already 500 points. And if the market goes below the technical point of the pivot 1, it will create more selling effect. So let's take a look on the market. So you can see initially the market was doing sideways, was still okay. Then after that, we have a sell down. Okay, we have a sell down. And the market just ding dong, ding dong, ding dong around the KTR -1. So since the market, right, is below OP and but above pivot 1, right, this is what we call as the uncertainty zone. But if the market wants to sell, you can see that once you break the MLP, people can consider to sell. And the thing is this, the selling wave became all the way until here. That means that the market came down a lot of points, more than about 300 points. Then after that, we saw a zebra effect, but the zebra effect got no meaning on this for now. And once it breaks below P2, you can see the market really sell. P1, sorry. The market really sell, yeah? All right, so this is what happened yesterday. Now for gold, was a bit difficult to trade yesterday for gold. Now for gold, yesterday, the opening price was here between the two pivots. But the KSI is red, but there's no uptick, downtick because it's the same number, so it's still red. So what happened? The market breaks above pivot 1. Now break above pivot 1, CCRY will be a buy, and that's about it. But because the MA30 and the MLP is all against it, right? So we know that the upside will be kind of limited, yeah? So let's take a look. Pretty sideways, eh? So the market crossed, it was above OP and above the pivot 1. So the price went up. Okay, fair enough. But after a while later, the market just ding dong, ding dong, ding dong all the way. And then it hit down CCRY, try again above the pivot 1. And this time around, at least we know that where can we do profit. Then throughout the whole day, after that, it ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Then it came back down again before the closing up. And so you can see, right, every time hit the OP, the market will rebound. Okay, so that was what happened yesterday on the Dow Jones and gold. Gold is pretty sideways, yeah. Okay, now of course you look at gold, you look at the KCX at the bottom. Whenever the KCX blink from blue to green, the market bottom out. Blue to green, the market bottom out, not a lot. Blue to green, bottom out, the market goes up. So yesterday there were 3 KCX calls. 2 of them came out rather positive. Yep. Okay. Okay, so let's look at some news right now. Yeah, some news. But hold on. Me, but okay, so the thing is this is where it gets scary, everybody. Now, again, I'm not trying to scare people, but it's coming from our very own Straits Times and our Channel News Asia, okay? Apparently, Russia's foreign minister told the world not to underestimate the considerable risk of a nuclear conflict. And NATO's supply of weapons to Ukraine in essence meant that the Western alliance was engaged in a proxy war with Russia. Proxy war means what? You are actually bypassing, you are just using another country as a proxy to fight with us. That's what Russia is trying to say. And of course, the two countries that are involved is US and UK. So apparently, through a Russian state television, the foreign minister Sergei has already said that if you were to continue this, it's as good as going for World War III. All right, it's comparable to the 1962 Cuba Missile Crisis. All right, so now this is getting really scary, and if really Russia want to go crazy about this, World War III is really possible. Yeah, because the moment if the nuclear is being used, right, the whole world will go together. I told you before, the way the nuclear weapons are being tied up is that one country fire, the rest will fire already. The MAD, the protocol. Yeah, so. Why is that so? Because now, right, Russia is getting upset. So Russia decided to suspend the gas supply to Poland and Bulgaria. And that will definitely hit the people there. Because you look at it now, right, apparently like Russia is famous for their ice hockey. So because of that, right, now the IIHF Council have decided to withdraw the hosting rights of the World Championship from Russia. So you are doing all this sort of sanctioning, cancelling, doing this itself, right? And you actually, suspend visa for Russians, all these things, right? You are just making me very upset. So what is stopping Putin to go mad about it and just press that button itself? It is very possible. I mean, end of the day, they said, this is really, you started it first, everybody start to move in on, this is getting scary. So that's why I will tell you this from tomorrow, 28 April onwards, right? Please be very careful with the financial market. If nothing happened, all is good. But if something happened, right, the whole thing can be totally disastrous. So traders, please kindly take note of my little advice here. Okay, important, yeah? Now, China stock market tanks, right, as we all got worried. Because why now? You must understand now China, Shanghai is really the main heartbeat of China. And it's still currently now at lockdown positioning. And of course, they're trying to open up, right? But it didn't seem to happen, yeah? So with that, it causes more problem now for China because now Beijing is also anticipating a potential lockdown. Beijing, the real city, the city of China. So imagine now, if this happened, this is bad. Now, Shanghai itself, right, their lockdown is 5 weeks. So imagine now if Beijing also go and do like 3 weeks or 5 weeks, right? Oh my goodness, things will get really scary. And that's the reason why the stock market really fell off pretty badly. You can see right now, yesterday the stock market came off pretty badly. And it actually broke the very important technical point that I mentioned yesterday, that if the market really break this point here itself, right, you have to turn in. And it really happened. Okay, so that was 2 days ago. So let's take a quick look now what's happening now. Okay, so now we can see that likely the plunge protection team have came in to support the market. Now we've seen this earlier yesterday where the market did this, the market recovered quite a fair bit, but towards the second half of the day, the market sold off everything to close at the doji. So by right today it's all right, above OP is a buy. So that's why today you can see the Hang Seng moving higher. This is very important information. It's a doji directional day. But again, this directional day now is facing upwards north. But if the market later pull back, right, this can actually flow down south instead. So traders, please be careful on this. Okay, so this is something to take note of. Some important market news first for today. Now, today we already saw Microsoft and Alphabet news. Now, later on, before opening will be Boeing. Boeing is going to be, I don't think Boeing result will be good because we have sent back a lot of planes. Although there are more people ordering, I kind of believe that the Boeing result will not be as good as it's supposed to be. So that will again add some stress to the market before it opens. Then after that, after market close, that's where things get really, really up. Meta, after market close, will release their result. And my bet is down. My bet is down. I already say this already. My bet is down. Why? Because advertisement is a big problem, and obviously it angers some people at the same time. So some people move on. So to me, Meta may have some losses today. Yeah. Okay. Now we have the news that Alphabet report a weak earnings and revenue on big YouTube miss. Microsoft earning beat across the board. So seemingly the this is the Microsoft, right? Still doing very well after so many years in the market. Yep. All right, so you can see throughout, right, but of course before the news came out, all the counters here that are all the favorite, right, all are being hit. So Apple down by 6%, down by 3.68%, Amazon down by 4.5%, and PayPal down by 4.7%. So all these tells you that how bad it is. That's not only that only one counter or two counter, it's almost across the board. Yeah. So you can see now after the market hours, right, Alphabet is down by 4%, and but Microsoft is up by $7, which is about 2.6%. So it's not actually the same weightage. Yeah? Okay. So of course, one counter also came out very bad. The data was Robinhood. Now I tell you this on the day of IPO, right, and the closing price of the day, take a marking. I say example, this one is like $34. Okay, just put a marking there at $34.80 exactly, example, and then keep it. All right, and keep it. Okay, as long as the market stays above the closing price, it will be an up candle. But the moment the market loses the closing price of the very first day of the IPO day, all right, that is where things will get into serious trouble, and you can see the market just come all the way down. Okay, just come all the way down. All right, so now Robinhood shares now is at $9. Oh my God. The high itself was at $80, and look at how crazy it is. Now it's at $9. So that is really 90% of it is being wiped out by the market. And think about this. At one stage, you saw Robinhood is like one of the better thing in the market. If you don't own it, you're silly and stuff like that. All right, so this is what happened to Robinhood. Okay, so now we're going to go into the alternate market news. But a good bit of charting here, so stand by your camera. We'll do some charting immediately from here. So once again, just a general reminder about this event coming up on the 30th of April, Saturday. It's 9:30 a.m. to 12 noon. Yeah, don't miss it. Okay. You can come in anytime if you want, but the thing is this, you'll miss a lot of good things if you don't come in from the very beginning. Okay, there's no break. I repeat, it will be no break session. So if you need to get yourself your breakfast standby and your drinks, whatever, standby before the event start. Okay, it will be on Zoom. I repeat, no physical, it's on Zoom. Okay, so I'm going to show you again the 5% candle, and you can see for yourself, right, how does it work. And you can take note for yourself, okay? And you understand why the Dow Jones is recovering, okay? See? So yesterday, I tell you from the Dow Jones perspective, I say that if the Dow Jones basically, let me just clear my screen away first. All right. I say that, right, if the Dow Jones basically fail to stay above the 95% level, it will go down to the 90% level. Pretty cool, right? And now you see the Dow Jones now, you know why it is stopping here? Because this is the 90% zone. So as long as the market stays above 33,258, as long as it stays above this, then it's fine. Now you understand why the Dow Jones is recovering so perfectly, as if that they know that we will be here later. Now understand why this morning, right, we told students to go long in the market. See? Again, very useful information. Pretty cool, right? Yep. Okay. So now we look at the Dow Jones. Done already, right? We look at the NASDAQ. Now the NASDAQ obviously itself now, yes, went below the 80% mark. But I did tell you yesterday, likely, right, it will form a base around here at 12,900 area. And now it's done it, and the the market is now trading at 13,068. Okay, so this one show you evidently that we really know what we're doing. So now the thing is this, will the market be able to go higher, right? It all solely dependent on the MLP by this guy here. So if the market goes to break MLP and go up higher, that means the course is clear. But if the market goes up, hit MLP and pull back, right, then we have a problem. Yeah. So this is the NASDAQ. S&P 500. Now the target I gave was 4096, right? The market missed by a bit. So if the market finish, can try on this itself, right? And see whether how many days the market will need to do to reach under 4096 level. Okay. All right. So the rest we can't do that already because of the all-time high. Now this is actually the oil in Singapore, just to show to you the all-time high level again. So you can see from the high to low to high to low, right? So again, I stress this, when the market is going up, right, because you want to sell, that's why you welcome it, okay? So now we can see for the crude oil, okay, this is actually wrong chart. Okay, this is the crude oil. Now, crude oil chart shows us that, right, the upside is still pretty intact. The boys are still buying, although the red bars are not very happy with it, but overall it's still okay. So the target is after here is the first target. It will be towards this 103. All right, 0.67 level to watch out for the movement. Now, if we can cross through it, then we can see a higher level. And if everything goes well, you can go and lead, then you can try the TP3 here itself. Okay, you can go for it. Okay. All right. So my view is this, I believe that, right, in the longer term itself, right, there's a good chance that this one ignore this. Okay, this is for sell side. I still think that crude oil can go to 109 level. Yeah, 103 first is for 109. All right, so now we move on away from this one. We move back to the charts here. So we are giving you the three levels for the S&P, the NASDAQ, and the other S&P. Okay. Okay, so now we've done this. The next one will be this one here. Now, this is really a very interesting conversation between this Bill Gates and Elon Musk. Really, this is the exact truth of what happened. Okay. All right. So apparently, Elon Musk and Bill Gates were supposed to meet up, okay, for a meeting to talk about some stuff, including the philanthropy, this contribution. So apparently, this Elon Musk really asked, do you still have a $500 million short position against Tesla? And apparently, Bill Gates replied, sorry to say, I haven't closed it out. Okay. So Elon Musk straight away just replied, sorry, I cannot take your philanthropy on climate change seriously when you have a massive short position against Tesla, the company doing the most to solve climate change. So it is really happened. This is really real. Yeah, this messaging is really real between the two gentlemen, right? So Elon Musk said that he didn't get the New York Times. Probably he got it through friends. I think Elon Musk probably have just sent the message to his friends, and his friends just sent out to the New York Times, or maybe he did it on his own. No one knows. But the thing is this. All right. The question is, why would you want to do that, right? So now the thing is that now the situation got a little bit bad. Now we know that the second richest man on earth is actually Bill Gates, okay? And we all know that now Elon Musk is actually using his share in Tesla to so-called finance his buyover on Twitter. So if someone is shorting Tesla and is a massive position, then of course, if then the thing is, if people leverage on this or leech on this and start to sell more, that will bring down the share of Tesla even lower, and that will give him more stress when he's going to take loans to buy over Twitter. So that is the reason why he's kind of pissed, and I can imagine why. Yeah, imagine this. So you know, Elon Musk, as usual, right? He really like to rub people in. So he did this against Bill Gates. Take a look. Okay. All right. He's actually trying to show a man with a stomach. Now, this particular icon, we know that there's two inference. One of them is say that a guy with beer belly, but the other one is actually the pregnant guy. Okay. So trying to tell Bill Gates that, you know, you are pregnant, in fact, you're a woman. Okay. Saying that. Okay. Daniel say after Elon Musk got Twitter, he suspend Bill Gates account. I think I believe so. Who knows? Yeah. Okay. So this is quite sad. I mean, really imagine that. So this is how the thing happened yesterday. Suddenly, because of this movement, right, we can see that Tesla share really came down more than 12% in a single day. So there was no answers given other than we know that it's because of some concern. But this concern about Shanghai, you know, lockdown has been there for a long, long time. If there will be any concern, if it done a long time ago, why will it be suddenly here? Number two, right, there was too much news in the market. So to lose 12% overnight, right, it really doesn't make any sense. Okay, but the thing is this, someone did actually say this. Okay, take a look. All right, remember last year itself, right, Jim Cramer showed the Magnificent Seven and says that, right, okay, 6 have been killed, 1 left, Tesla. So remember this, from PayPal to Square to Peloton to Roku to Netflix. So Netflix got hit already, right? So are we saying that, right, the next one, would it be Tesla? Oh my goodness. Now, it is really possible. If let's say that if everybody decided that it's time to let Tesla go down, then it might actually happen. And of course, if Tesla really goes down, right, I cannot imagine the impact for it to the stock market. So let's take a look. I'm not trying to say anything here. I will show you my technical view on Tesla very shortly. But this is just something that was mentioned last year. Okay, but of course, Tesla turned out well and recovered. So maybe this is just only a what do you call, for the fun of it. But of course, this guy came in and said this interesting. It's a what do you call I think he's a reporter. I mean, I remember. Okay, he said this: if Tesla stock hit 570, now it's 875. Yeah. If Tesla hit 570, Elon Musk will be margin call on his Twitter purchase loan. If that occur, he will have 2 business days to either pay the entire 12.5 billion margin loan, post 3.57 cash, or sell his Tesla collateral shares. So, so Soros, okay, just to rub it in, Soros is the well famous for this attack, right? Will need to short Tesla to 570 to kill the deal. So what I'm trying to say is this: Elon Musk already used his share to collateralize with the loan to buy Twitter. So if if the share price really come down, the bank has the right to exercise. And apparently, right, seemingly someone has calculated that, right, they will have only 2 business days to actually pay $12.5 billion margin loan and post cash at the same time. Oh my God. So you know that Elon Musk he has said before, he's not cash rich, he is very asset rich. So what do you think? This is where it gets a little bit of scary, right? If you think about this, right? So let me now share with you my personal view on this Tesla. Okay, let me just share to you now. Give me a moment. Then you need to throw in more Tesla share as collateral, correct? Okay, so let's take a look at this Tesla share first to begin with. Okay, this is just my personal view on the technical side. Yeah. Okay, so Tesla, we know last year all the way it went up from the low of about 680 and all the way up to 1240. So basically, he has made a lot of money, and that was where Elon Musk brothers himself sold off Tesla, yeah, and profited a huge amount from this. Okay. So now you look at it from a Fibonacci point of view, okay, from a Fibonacci point of view. So let's say now from the lowest point to the highest point, it's over here, and we track it up. Now you can see that, right? Oh, okay, let me just lock it in. Okay, so you can see from this chart the market really came down all the way to here at 78.6 and rebounded strongly all the way up. So this stock itself, right, doesn't really care about technical much, but the only thing is that it got me interesting is that, look at it. Hey, wait a minute, what is this? Yes, when I take the point A here and I put it the point B here, all right, remember this, I didn't prepare this in advance, yeah? So I just suddenly had this thinking in my head that maybe if I put a Fibonacci in, I may see some numbers. And seemingly, truth be told now, right, it seems to tell me that why the Tesla share closed exactly at the 61.8. And why Tesla shares sold out? Because it actually lost a very important support, that is the moving average SMA 50. So clear the screen again. This is A, this is B, and the way it closed and the way it is very, very interesting. So now I will say this, currently now the NASDAQ future is up by 100 points. So likely Tesla share might actually open higher, right? So if it opens higher a little bit, that's expected to happen. But be careful, 876 is a very critical level, because the next level after 876, it will be 777. Oh my God. Okay, it's a beautiful number. So I just got this feeling that there is a high chance 777 can be triggered the next few days. I just got this very nagging feeling. All right. So to me, is that if you hit 777, people are like how to speculate. Hey, how about the target itself, the 570? I don't think it will go down to that level. I don't think so. But to hit 777, right? I'm kind of confident that this may actually happen. Yeah. What do you think, guys? Do you think that the Tesla share will be able to hold, or you think that Tesla share will hit 777? Give me an answer right now. If you think that you will hold water, please press the word hold, H-O-L-D. If you think that this Tesla will hit 777, then just say hit 777. Let me see what's your answer right now. Yeah, everybody is entitled to your own take. All right, let me see. Wow, I can see that, wow, Louis, Chong, Leslie, Fred, Anthony, Richard, Jerry, Andrew, wow, David, Gunston, Daniel, Janet. Wow, all of you all say hit. Even Susan also hit. Wow. You guys short Tesla, is it? Okay. Well, if you ask me, yes, I also think so. Yeah, I also think it will hit. Right, let me explain to you in my personal opinion. Yeah? Okay, if we go back to the thing again, now we're going to have Meta coming out their result. Right, Meta is coming out result. Of course, Meta got nothing to do with Tesla, but it's just a technical thingy that I think across the board will happen. Now, earnings will come out tonight. Okay, earnings for this will come out tonight. Now, the estimate itself is at $2.56. All right, I think it will be lower than expected. I think it's 251. I suspect that the number will be 251. Why? Just a personal feeling number. Okay, there's no math on this. Just a feeling number. Okay. So if that happened, right, that will drag down the market further. I suspect that Facebook later on today, Facebook, right, will hit the target that I wrote back then itself, 168. That means that I suspect that Facebook will hit 168, and that will continue to dampen the mood further. Yeah, Fred says that Elon Musk may suffer a huge loss to his wealth by this rash act to take over Twitter. Yeah, kind of feel that way. When someone wants to be king of the world, it's all right. Sometime in life, there's someone will be bigger to make sure that you don't become one. All right. Okay, Elon, 聪明反被聪明误. Okay, fair enough. Because to me, when he want to do this, right, it's just the reason why Donald Trump Twitter account was being closed down. Do you understand my point? Correct enough. And the thing is this. I just feel that suddenly, right, the board, right, suddenly becomes so nice and let him come in, right? Too suspicious, don't you feel that way? Like suddenly it's out, they were so adamant against it, then suddenly out of nowhere, they just sparkle by the shareholders thingy. Sometimes when the trap, you set it too widely and open, right, people won't believe in it. When you play around with it, right, maybe the trap will make more sense. So imagine now, yes, indeed, right, if someone had been shorting Tesla shares along the way. If someone had been shorting, well, you can see Tesla share, right, has actually came down quite rather significantly. The volume here itself was seriously high. And yesterday, the selling itself was really out of nowhere. All right. And the way it closed itself, right, is too perfect. Too perfect. When it's too perfect itself, right, meaning something is wrong. And this is the TWB student, right? These are all the chocolate bar. And the very key point is that the chocolate bar here itself is exactly 777. So that means that there is really a very high possibility for the chocolate bar to be all taken out, that? And 777 could be triggered. So my point is this: if you look at the chart right now for Tesla, I want to share this with you. Tesla shares, the last few times when RSI hits below 30, right, was here in March, was here in May. Then after that was so-called nearest was here in March this year. So you can look at it right now, right? Every time when the RSI hit this point, you can almost see that Tesla will rebound. So now where we are now for Tesla, we're still not there yet. So I got this feel that, right, if the next wave brings the Tesla share down to 777, okay, RSI here will come down to this point here, right? Agree? I think we can try to buy. I repeat, try to buy here itself, because I think that, let's say this is really true, and someone tried to make things happen for Tesla. So Tesla will have to go and come in with more money to shore it up. So that's why this will be a good trade to buy. I repeat, a good trade to buy. Now to short to 777, right, you can try a small position as all, to see whether Tesla will go down to 777 or not. So let me just ask this golden question now. How many of you will short Tesla today? How many of you will short Tesla today to aim at 777 to buy back? If you say you will, key the word me, M-E. That means that you will want to take a short position on Tesla, short it, and try to buy back at 777. How many of you will do that? If yes, key the word me right now, M-E. All right, let me see. Okay, give about 10 seconds to see anybody will respond to me. Okay, now for me, right, for the sake of trying out whatever I just say, I will also be doing that. Small one, doesn't matter, right? Small, right? Yes. Oh, Chongming already say he will do it already. Fico says that, right, short until Mr. Bill Gates closes his position. Yes, I also feel that way also. Kind of believe that. I think Bill Gates knows something that we all don't know, right? What do you think? I mean, cannot be out of nowhere. You want to short $500 million worth of counter, no, out of nowhere. Yes, the stock itself is overvalued, but this is a long time ago. So somewhere it's not correct. Something is not correct in the whole equation. Yeah. Okay, for you itself, just Daniel Lewis also do that. Dennis also will do that. Just follow Bill Gates. Okay. So if Bill Gates do cover his position, right, under the insider trade itself, let us know. Right? If anybody has spotted this on internet and stuff, sometimes this internet is crazy and they can really know everybody's thing inside out itself. Okay. Fred say can attempt for sake of fun. Okay. Follow the 20K Netflix winner. Chao Ming, you're being watched. Okay, Brian, say we'll do it together. All right, that's pretty cool. Let's just have this fun here. So now please understand this. Please make sure you do your risk management. Okay, although it's for fun's sake itself, but it's still money. So if you are going to do this, please make sure that you know your risk involved. Yeah, small position, afford money they can afford to lose. Okay, don't do too big. Yeah, nothing is real. Nothing's 100%. Okay, very important. Yeah. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, all right. Now Chongming is already stressed out a bit. Okay, all right, don't worry, Chongming. We are all here, we're all TWB people. Okay, all right, let's continue. Okay, so let's look at the charts right now. The bull goes moo, the bear goes grr, and the lemming go is different this time. Okay, let's go. All right, now the China market today is still pretty firm. It's staying above the opening price, but it's still below the MLP that we have, okay? So to me, as long as China market doesn't break MLP, it's still towards the downside. And of course, it may still go down all the way to the technical point here, and that's about 12,615 level. Okay, so that's my take. But today is a doji directional day. By staying above OP, today will not be a good day to short. So take note of that. Yeah, very important. Okay. Dow Jones now. Okay, for Dow Jones today, we have to take note of something very important. Yeah. Yesterday, the Dow Jones created a new BMB again, So the BMB target here itself now is 32,243. Okay. All right. The next number here below it itself, right, is 31,850, and that is your KCB. Okay. Now, the thing is this, as you can see on your screen, all right, today the Dow Jones stays above the OP and above P1. So above OP, above P1 is an upside buy. And today the KSI is red, but it's down tick. So that means the selling is there, but it's not as strong as yesterday. So this is very important information. So today to short, right, it's not the best thing to do, okay? Especially if it's above opening price and above P1. So today, more towards the buy side. If you miss it this morning, then give it a miss, okay? Now, MLP is actually here at 33,649. Maybe you touch MLP and come down for short sellers, you can consider to short. Now, the only thing is this, if the market later on pulls back all the way and goes below OP, then things will get very seriously bad, okay? Then it will be coming down to here minimally at 32,990, because that is the fresh chocolate bar. Can you see that? It's a fresh chocolate bar, yeah? So I repeat, 33,000, okay, so the opening price for today is 33,248, okay? If the market stays up itself, it can go all the way to MLP, right? Or if the market goes below 33,248, okay, 33,248, then the downside can go all the way down to 32,990. Fred, yeah, be careful. Want to short as VIX is around 30, maybe risky to short. Yes, indeed. VIX at 30 right now, right? So some people say that, oh, VIX at 30 means the market is dangerous because it's going up already. Some people think that, oh, it went up from 20 to 30, right, up by almost 50%, so must be take caution to the wind. So you see that both sides are actually equally correct, yeah? For those who bought the VIX with us the last few weeks, right, congratulations to you, by the way. Okay, so this is the Dow Jones. NASDAQ. Now, the NASDAQ also created a new BMB at the same time. So same thing is all right, if the market breaks below. Now, interesting, you notice that the lot of KCB exactly at the BMB SL level. So which means that if the market break the SL, right, there is a possibility to see 12,027, no, for the NASDAQ. And now it's only 13,000. We're talking about 1,000 point movement here. Do you think it's possible? I kind of think that it is, but today the KSI is red but down tick, right? So the selling won't be strong, yeah? So don't need to worry about that. Upside itself, right, is 13,178 because why? Suspect that, you know, Elon Musk, it is possible that the Apple shares will be better on Thursday. That may push the NASDAQ higher to 13,178. Okay. S&P 500 also created a new BMB. So yesterday, the three indices all created a new BMB. Okay, so same thing again. Today, the market is staying above OP and P1. So that's why it's rising up. So to me, is the MLP now will be the thing to watch out for, 4222. So if the market touches the 4222 and fail to go higher and pull back, then there will be some selling. But because the KSI is a lower down tick, so maybe the downside is kind of limited. Yeah, so watch out for this. First support here with the fresh chocolate bar at 4112. Okay, 4112 is a fresh chocolate bar. Yeah. Okay, Hang Seng. Now Hang Seng, as you can see today, beautiful. The opening price and the low is the same. It's an Omega day. That's to confirm this. I bring in my TWB version to confirm this. You can see right now, right at the bottom of the screen, really, you can see that there is a Omega signal there. So that's why this morning, right, we quickly long the Hang Seng because it breaks above the pivot one. Pivot one itself is 19,709. So if it breaks above it, it's a buy. So that's why the market went up at 200 points. And additionally, it's all right. The KSI although rate now, but it's downtick, so the selling has reduced. So that's why this morning it's all right when the Hang Seng opens, right? It was a buy from the very opening when it crossed above the pivot one. So if you go back to the chart, right, you can see for yourself. Okay. The market opens and immediately there was no lower than that. The market rebounded, did a CCRY, and of course within 20 minutes or so, the Hang Seng already gave profits to all the students. Then after that, it came back down again. It did one more round easily. Okay, so this is what happened for the Hang Seng today. So going back to the day chart again. So Hang Seng now at the moment, it's above MLP. Everything is good, right? So that means there is a possibility for it to come back up to here, and that's 20,632. But of course, if we fail and pull back, then the downside could be all the way to 19,316. Okay, all right. Okay, right, Nikkei right now. Nikkei is also going up right now. Everybody seemingly very strong going up. Now, Nikkei is also an Omega day. Yes, Nikkei is another Omega day. Now, take a look. Is there Omega? If I put in clear the screen first. If I put Nikkei now, you see, the Omega signal is there. Yay. So today, right, if you are in Japan, example, or your Japanese friend around you, you will tell them, say that, okay, today Nikkei, no matter how it's a buy, because it's Omega day. And of course, you can look at the intraday chart, right, how it performed. Beautiful, right? Oops, oh gosh, wait. You can see that the moment the Nikkei opened, immediately it went up already. After that, the first CCRY came in, you're looking to buy, shoot up. Came down again, shoot up. Came down again, shoot up. So again, all these shows that, right, if the system has an Omega day signal, things are pretty simple from the very beginning of the day. All right, so Nikkei, how high will it go? Well, Nikkei now at the moment is trying to fight, and the upside will be able to see this point, which is like 26,468. Yeah, because that is the only one that can do have MLP is there. Okay, all right. Now, DAX yesterday really flashed down really beautifully. Opening here, it flashed down, break the MLP. Then after that, it broke the pivot one. But the scary part is when it closed down, right? The closing and the pivot two is really almost identical. It's as if that the market noticed that the pivot two exists in the world. This is crazy, and this is why I can tell you this. Our TWB system are really very scary. You know that, very scary. It not only can predict what to do, and even the closing itself, right? It's really so many times we've seen this closing near the high or closing near the low, but in the right side of the trend. So pretty scary, yeah? Okay. All right, so now the thing is this, with the KSI rate, okay, there will be no sideways movement. So most likely the market may, after a chill off, okay, may recover today. There's a chance that the market may recover today, yeah? So take note of that. Okay, if you want to go, oil is still trying to linger around here. Oil yesterday did a CCRY, but don't know why it's just stopped there for today by trying to hold above the MA 101.80. So I believe that after it's done, it should be able to go higher, and 109 is my personal target. Okay, all right. So with that done, let's look at the gold market for today. Now gold is still trading lower. Okay, now take note of gold, yeah. Although gold is trying to move up, right? But if you notice, this gold actually fundamentally have a problem, because fundamentally the dollar is still climbing up. Let me show you the dollar first, yeah. Can you see now? The dollar is still climbing, no? Yesterday climbed from 101 to 102 already. So I suspect that today it will climb even higher to here at 103. So when that happened, right, then I believe that a lot of unhappiness will continue, and that will actually bring gold price lower. Today, I suspect that gold price may see 1883 if let's say the market cannot stay upwards. Okay. All right, it's below MA30 MLP, right? So which means that if the market cannot stay too high, stay up for too long, there's a chance to see 1883 happening, because that is the pivot 2 level, and that's the nearest number I can see on my screen right now. Because next KCB can be as low as 1869. Actually, I don't think you'll go there. 1883 is possible, yeah. Okay, all right, that is gold. Let's look at silver. Now, silver today is a DJDD, so that means that there could be a chance of going lower. Now, there are multiple KCB there, not able to see, but you can do a right click to take a look. But the downside itself, right, can be as low as $23.03. Okay, so again, very scary time ahead for some counters, so please very, very careful. And now we look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as I told you, most likely there will be some selling pressure, and it really came. So the selling pressure now is at 38,000. The KSI is red, but it's down tick. So that means that the selling is not as strong as it is. Now KCS is blinking, so meaning right, we are waiting for the signal. The last time we had this signal, it didn't do as well, it failed. So this time now we're watching this closely. Okay. Now for Bitcoin, if we can stay positive, it may go back to 39,000. But if I'm actually looking from my own view, I think that this time now may actually see a 36,900. So of course, I look for your thing to finish, then we can take a look. Yep. All right, KCX is blinking, so you can take a look from down there. Okay, last one will be Ethereum. Ethereum yesterday, big sell-off. All right, a big sell-off yesterday, create a new BMB. So the 2557 will be the target that we want to entice. All right, I believe that Ethereum, if it really goes down, can come down all the way for this figure, reasonable, and then we just have to keep it, okay, from there. The KCX is blinking, but still got room to go, yeah? It does seem to have more room to go. Okay, all right, so that will be all for today. Let me just summarize this before we look at the VIX, yeah? Okay, so the VIX. Here we go, VIX. Now this is the cash VIX. Cash VIX already hit 33 already, 33. I was telling you guys, right, I'm looking at where. Remember, I said that if it goes higher, right, it'll go up to 40, right? Remember, 40, 38 to 40, yeah? Remember. So now it has went up to 33. There is a possibility for it to continue its journey all the way up to 38 to 40. Okay, it's possible, but definitely it robbed a lot of people off. So that's why you need to be very more careful as it climbs, yeah, traders too. Okay, so VIX, just take note of that. We are all long around here, pay a bit of substantial swap, but at least this trade is now making money for us. Okay, all right, so vision for today's market, as long as market still OP, right, there's no reason to short the market for Dow Jones. And of course, for gold traders, be careful at 1983 is possible, yeah. Okay, that will be all for today. Thank you very much once again for waiting for me. Okay, I wish you all the best for trading, and hopefully tomorrow you guys will be on your own, because tomorrow there will be no MAO. I just want to be your own. Remember, tomorrow is a very important day, because tomorrow we will have the big earnings from Apple and Amazon, and these two going to be a big one after the market closes tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, it means on Friday, huh? Okay, take care. Thank you very much. Bye bye.